All right, hey, shalom, shalom. Call Loyam Layahawa, Bahasham Yahawashai, Bahasham Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, Zachary Millstone. Salutations to you, Akim, pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. Behind enemy lines, you'll need more than chairs to fight back. Okay. And pretty much the catalyst for this lesson is what ensued in Montgomery, Alabama. Jake took to social media, went crazy with the memes. Everybody's in, it's a big old, you know, uh, victory lap for Jake. If that's what you want to call it, it's not a victory lap. It's not a victory whatsoever. But this happens all the time. Plenty of isolated events like this. You know, but one brawl, uh, don't mean anything because you're behind enemy lines. All right. And I want to express the fact that, Esau, Edom, the so called white man, he still has control. All right. And, he can change, the condition of you niggas really, really, really fast, you know. So, of course, we keep our eyes on the prize, which is Yahweh Shai. And we need the Most High Yahweh Shai to help us out, you know, just like he's always helped out our foreparents, and he's always preserved his elect, his chosen, the remnant, you know, which is going to happen because the enemy is going to come in like a flood. All right, and we focus more on the bigger picture. All right, because Jake parading and taking this as a victory really you're short sighted. And you really don't understand that you're behind enemy lines. I seen that a video, a clip from a movie with Ice Cube. Made It was made in the '90s, I believe. I don't know why it escapes me now. I guess because I'm trying to do this lesson. Satan just trying to be, trying to hinder. But um, it's a clip from the movie that Ice Cube played in. Let me look it up really quick. All right. Let's see. What was the name? Higher Learning. That's what it was called. It's called Higher Learning. All right. There's a scene in that movie where he's explaining that you know you it was a fight that took place in that movie. All right, with Buster Rhymes, and they was so excited, and basically brought them down back to reality, and that's basically you know the sentiment for this lesson. We gonna need the Lord, man. You behind enemy lines. You know, if I got that, well, I don't want to post that clip because I already know I might get a strike for it. Maybe I'll post it somewhere else. But yeah, man. The real victory comes when the Lord eradicates our enemy. Okay, and we have to look towards the Lord for salvation. You know, so I want to start with Lamentations 3 and no, is it 2? It's 2 and 19. All right, because it starts with us crying out to the Lord. All right, because of the oppression. Okay, so Lamentations 2 and 19, it says, "Arise, cry out in the night." All right, in the beginning of the watches, pour out thine heart like water before the face of the Lord. Lift up thy hands toward him for the life of thy young children that faint for hunger in the top of every street. All right. And so the condition of us right now, all right, we're behind enemy lines, and the only source of salvation we have is through Yahweh Shai, okay, who is the Lord, all right. And so we cry unto him so that he may hear and so that he may save, all right. It's not by coincidence that we've got through hundreds of years of slavery, all right, because the things that Esau has done has been, you know, pretty much horrifying, and he dealt us a great blow. And the only way we survived that is because the Lord had mercy on us, that we wouldn't be destroyed. Okay, He had mercy. All right. So now, what we're crying out against this place. All right, crying out in the night, which represents the night represents this society, obscurity, darkness. Okay, and we're crying to the Lord for Him to save us from that darkness. All right. So why? Because what? Um, we are in this situation where uh, Esau controls every facet of our life, what we eat, how we think through his mainstream media. All right. And at any time, he can pull a plug. All right. And Jake won't be aware. Okay. And so what? These are the times that we're supposed to, hunker down and call upon the Lord, because there's no amount of pride, no amount of strength that we can muster up to fight against this devil. But only through the Lord. Okay. So First Maccabees 3:19. For the victory of battle standeth not in the multitude of hosts, but strength cometh from heaven. All right. And this is what our people have forgotten. And this is what they're gonna go on, you know, and fight on. All right. Without the Lord, without calling on the name of the Lord, because things are gonna get worse. This, like I said, this is nothing new. All right. It was recorded. This type of thing happens all the time. You know, but um, to be fair, to be fair, you know, Jake is fed up, which is a good thing. Who shall rouse him up? According to Genesis 49:9, I believe. Who shall rouse him up? Dealing with Judah. Okay, he's the lion's whelp, crouching. Okay, so we don't have that, killer instinct like we once had. And it takes us. It takes you know us to be well. It takes us to have our backs against the wall for us to pretty much fight back, which is a good thing. So I'll be fair, you know, and but the real victory, all right, and I don't want to be distracted by. We don't want to be distracted by these small events. It is a victory nonetheless. I guess you could say, or not, because the real victory comes when the Lord recompenses His devil. You know, but it's good. It's good to you know, it's good to I guess you could say, not bask so much into it, but you know, I guess if you keep in score, I guess, because like I said, when society breaks down, there's gonna be a lot more of this, um, and Jake is gonna wake up. Jake is gonna have this place in an uproar. Okay, because what when you think about it, Esau has created this. He's created the conditions for these Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and all it is them retaliating from um, the pain and hurt that was give I mean put to them by Esau. So all right. So First Maccabees 3:19, for the victory of battle standeth not in a multitude of an host, but strength cometh from heaven. All right. They come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us and our wives and children and to spoil us. But we fight for our lives and our laws, you know. And when you look at Jake now, they don't have no laws. They don't have any principles that they stand on. But the elect do, the remnant do, you know. Um, we have, you know, something that we hold highly esteemed, which is, you know, the truth. Okay. So the Lord is coming to save those that, you know, and that power from heaven is coming to save those that truly believe. All right. So this is Psalms 57. And again, this is, you know, a quick lesson. I wasn't able to upload, man, due to difficulties the last few days, you know. But who don't have them, man? It's all good. But it says, as Psalms 57:1, to the chief musician, Altashkith, all right, Altashith, all right, Miktam, Miktam of David, when he fled from Saul in the cave, okay. Be merciful unto me, O God, be merciful unto me. All right, this is you know David being pursued, being chased after, but ultimately someone he loves, which is Saul, who he reverenced and respected. It says, "For my soul trusteth in thee, yea, in the shadow of thy wings will I make my refuge until these calamities be overpassed." All right, and you can believe. I mean, you can bet that there's going to be a lot of calamities. All right, not just because of this event, it's because what Esau has set up anyway. All right, rolling blackouts, food shortages. You best believe he got something for you Negroes. All right, because he's created genetically modified, you know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to be the way you are. He's created the conditions, and so he knows what to do with you. All right, and there's a swelling amount of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who have no culture, who have no God, um, and who just you're just all over the place. Really, you know you're like a disease, you know, and the Lord is going to get rid of you, and He's going to allow this devil to do it. He's going to allow the so-called white man to do it because you don't want no culture, you don't want no, um, you don't want your power, you don't want God, right? And the only thing left for you is what? Calamity. Verse 2, it says, I will cry unto the Most High, all right, unto God Most High, unto God that performeth all things for me. He shall send from heaven and save me from the reproach of him that would swallow me up. And that's our enemies, mainly Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. God shall send forth his mercy and his truth. Okay. My soul is among lions. Okay. And I lie even among them that are set on fire, even the sons of men whose teeth are spears and arrows, and their tongue a sharp sword. All right. Because you're dealing with the likes of Esau, who is preeminently the wicked. All right. And he's going to do all things to make life a misery, make life a living hell because of his new agenda, his new world agenda that he has in place. All right. So we can't get pretty much distracted, which I know brothers ain't distracted, but you see how Jake just forget that they're behind enemy lines by taking to social media and acting like this was the victory of all victories. There's gonna come a time where that shit is gonna stop. All right. It says, "Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let thy glory be above all the earth. They have prepared a net for my steps. My soul is bowed down. They have digged a pit before me into the midst whereof they are falling themselves." Right. So I believe I mentioned the big picture. We got to focus on the bigger picture. You know, there's more battles to be won, and there's spiritual battles. Being able to circumvent the blows of this devil. All right, we have to be able to circumvent the blows of this devil, man, and overcome his wiles and the things that he set up, these nets that he has set up. Okay, and he set them up through all different facets. Okay, and we have to be prepared for them. All right, and mainly these different things that he set up is they come subtle. All right, they come subtle. All right, so we gotta how to be circumspect and know to what we need to watch out for, which is mainly, this devil crouching and playing as though he's, he understands the struggle and he wants to help, you know. But I'll continue. It says, "My heart is fixed, oh God, my heart is fixed. I will sing and give praise." And that's right. Our hearts have to be fixed. All right. Um, and fixated on his truth, on his will, on the things that he's set up. All right. Okay, because there's more evil coming and there's more violence coming. All right. And our help doesn't come from a chair. It don't come from a gun. All right. It comes from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Right. It says, awake up, my glory, awake, psaltery and harp. I myself will awake early. I will praise thee, O Lord, among the people. I will sing unto thee among the nations. For the mercy of the, for the mer- for thy mercy is great unto the heavens, and thy truth unto the clouds. Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens. Thy glory be above all the earth. That's right. Okay. You know. So we know our help comes from the Lord. Period. All right. And battles like this, and I'm kind of like I was kind of reluctant of using this situation, but while the situation is still hot, because we're gonna have to look at the memes for a few more weeks. We already seen the memes so far, and Jake has, memed me the hell out. I'm tired of seeing it already. And I knew Jake would run with this, but that's what Jake does. You know, they run with the controversy. And this is nothing more than a fake victory. It ain't no victory whatsoever. Because you're behind enemy lines. You know. And with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I didn't want to make it long. You know, because there's more important things to worry about. We got to see the bigger picture and how this devil is gonna come in like a flood. You know, and he's gonna definitely stop the parading of you niggas, man. So just keep that in mind. Till next time I say shalom.